Hello everyone. Let me just find it. There it is. Hello everybody. Oh, there's lots of you here already. Hi. I forget you can wait, can't you? It shows. Yeah, that's clever. Hello everyone. I won't start from the very beginning there because you've been chatting, some of you. Hello. Yeah, I'm here, Vicky. It's Vicky saying, is anything happening? All here. Oh, yeah, showing them live. Yeah, there it is. Is it crooked? Yeah, it is, isn't it? I need to, oh, I thought I was, is that better? I need to come in a little bit more. There we go. Right way today. Yeah, well, it was the right way last time. It was just, it kept adding loads of events. It was glitching, so I don't know. But hi, everybody. I'm going to take this ring off because it's starting to hurt. The metal. I need to sort that out. And I've got all my hands are just so sore and knackered. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all good. Your tiles sound absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Julian. That's one of the reasons why my hands are so sore. I've got to do some more tonight. Your notification. I don't know what you mean, Deborah. This is the event, so hopefully people will get notified that I've gone live. Get rid of some of those wires there. There are 31 people waiting in a different page. I don't understand. I've just gone live in the event. It shows people here that were waiting. When I joined, it said there were 30 people waiting. If I'm in the right one. Anyway, you're here. There's 51 of you. So today I have created a card because I received this one today and I thought, it's got this gorgeous gnome, summer gnomes. This is the latest issue, 148 of Creative Stamping, and I thought, what kind of scene is going to work well with this? So I've created this card style. Now I think I might change something here, but I'm going to do all of this in green, and I thought with the gnomes it would look like a hilly style kind of platform to build up a little gnome toadstool little scene. Hey everyone, hey Chris, hey Ali. Have you posted any garden pics? Yeah, all on my page, lots of garden content. Finally up to date with the Handmaid's Tale. Oh, so good, love it. You're on a different page. I don't know what you mean by different page. I've only got this one for lives. I think there was a delay with some devices starting on my phone before. Oh, okay, so maybe that's what it is. I was going to say, there's only one event and I'm in it. Gnome Dome. Oh, Gnomedom, sorry. Like, yeah. Kingdom? Is that what you're saying? Gnomedom. Yeah, sorry. My copy arrived a couple of days ago. Yeah, I didn't realise mine was in the door yesterday. But that's what we're going to make. So you don't need any dies. Now I've done I've done this kind of half version before on my channel. I think I just called it a tiered pillar card or something. I've done a few of them. But I just thought this would look quite good. And if you've got any of my big word dies, I think we could do one of my little, platforms to stick the sentiment on, so that would pop out. So I think if we have like a big sentiment there, and then we can have all little bits. I might have all toadstools going up the sides, and then gnomes and the toadstools along the bottom. You could also put like grass edge as well, so we could always do that. Reminds me of Minecraft. I thought it looked like a pen pot, because when I was doing it, it was more square like that. Because you can change this up. If you add another square there, you could have, so it's more like that, which we could do. We could add another square in there, and I want to tier these a bit more, like stagger them down a bit. But it gives, those kind of pen pots. And I've done a pen pot on the channel again years and years and years ago. But I think it's quite fun. Could be a good Wizard of Oz, the Emerald City. I think that would look quite cool as well. You could have little silhouettes of the four of them, you know, where you see the back of them, and then the Emerald City in the background. That would be a really nice image as well. I like that idea. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So as always, when I get the magazines, we'll do a little flick through so you can see in a bit more detail. Let me just take the plastic off of this so you can see exactly what's in there. Giant's Causeway, yeah, that's a good one. Definitely lots of ideas, I think, again, for these. Like I said, I'm just into doing these kind of QB box kind of cards at the moment. This is the scheduled one, Deb. I don't know why people are saying that. This is the scheduled one because it's the only one I went live in, and it showed the people waiting before. So someone said that there might be a possible delay, so I'm not quite sure what's been going on there. Okay, so yeah, this is the set. There is a little alternate one here as well, which is very cute. And you've got there's gnome body like you, have a groovy birthday, I'm rooting for you, congratulations, have a wild day, you know me so well, welcome gnome, and holy shiitake. I like that one. And then you've got all the cute little images there, which are very, very cute. And I think, yeah, you can change the faces. You've got little, that's the nose, and then one that looks like he's just going, ooh. And then one with the little tash and the little mouth. You've got ice lolly there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got a gnome dog. Love that. And I just like the little ice creams and stuff. So yeah, we'll do the little fire as well. This is going to be cute. Cute card. Probably won't do the big caravan. I think I'm just going to do grass. Lots of them. We could have some bunting. And yeah. It's for subscribers, Lynette. It's not out yet in the stores. Subscribers always get it about a week early. So you'll find it in stores probably next week. I always put a post up, so you'll be alerted, and it'll be available. So you get download papers as well. So the really nice scene ones to match with all the gnome stuff as well, which is good. And then, again, I don't show every single thing, but just the stuff using the stamps. So you can see some cards here that Rebecca has made. Again, the papers there. These are free to download from Craftworld, so you don't need the magazine for the papers. When you go onto the magazines on Craftworld, you'll see straight at the top it's got all the downloads, and it says £0 next to it, so you can download those. And then there's a couple more there. Then there's some nice, oh look, there's some of the loose ladies. Anybody in the chat? Any of these your cards? Crafty Girl, I recognise that handle. There's some really cool ones though, I like them. Love the one popping out the cake. And then, like I said, lots of other bits, but we don't really show all of that. It's just nice to have surprises and things to look at. There we go, some more. Vanessa, she's a regular contributor to the mags. She's focused on a lot of like watercolour with those, which is really nice. That's a cute one. There's gnome body like you. I think that's really sweet. It's worth subscribing, has worked out cheap. Yeah, it always does. Yeah, it's always cheaper to subscribe to the magazine. And you can get really good deals as well. You'll find them in other magazines, like coupon codes and all that kind of stuff. Alternate things. What else we got? It's all about the new. Oh, look, our Gemma. She always does good cards, doesn't she? Look at them. Look at the lovely tunnel card. And that's using the papers. So she's downloaded the papers there. That was probably part of her brief, because everybody gets asked to focus on different parts, so you get a nice mix in the mag. Love that, what she's done there though. I think that's really cool. And then she's done a little stepper card, Z fold. Oh, look at that one. That's cute. So that's the like the tiered, what should I call that one again? Platform kind of style. So we've done quite a lot of these before on the channel, but I love the way she's done the rolling heels. All, I don't know if you can see that. If I bring it up so there's not the glare. Can you see how she's done that? Bring it a bit closer. That's very nice. I really like that. There you go, get a better picture there. Isn't that cool? So that will fold to the left or the right to fold flat. That's really nice. Hey everybody. Gemma's cards. Oh, I've just didn't see your comment, Jane. You brought it in Sainsbury's. yet. If you want it online, that won't be yet. But it's always subs. I'm surprised it's in Sainsbury's so quick. Usually it's a couple of days after. Although someone said they got this a few days ago, so maybe, yeah, it's about right. Okay, is there any others? Let's have a quick little look. So I think it's just, yeah. A couple of people have messaged me and said that they like that I do this. So hopefully it does, you know, yeah, more people enjoy it. I can't find the paper downloads on Craftworld's site, Sam. It just says www.craftworld.com. So just make sure you go in there. You can see they might not have put it up on the new site yet. There's only one Craftworld though, so it must be. Just click on downloads as well. There's a downloads tab or free stuff or something. That's nice. I like all the layers to that. That one's like a tile effect. You've got the, it's called a pleat card, is it? I've seen a few of those before. And then two more there. That's nice, that lattice effect. So yeah, some really, really lovely cards using that stamp set. So now I'm going to do my take on it, and then there's a few others on the back there as well. But that is issue 148. So first of all, we're going to make the card, which is very, very easy, because I know a lot of you just like to get the card folds and then you decorate with whatever it is you want. So I'm going to use this really bright, like lime green, which I think is an old Craft Stash colour. Yeah, it is. It is colour. What have we got? That's cute. So it's Hopeful Green, if anybody's got it. Lovely cards for Gemma, yeah. What was that one? I'm just hanging out dog blankets and grabbing a cuppa to watch. Hey Tracy, I missed the start. My mum's got major leak from the ceiling in a flat, literally. Oh gosh, I had that once in a place where I worked, and we came in the morning, there was just water literally coming down everywhere, all going all over the electrics and everything, and I was like, oh my god, this place is going to blow up. Okay, so you want to cut yourself. We'll do each piece as we go and build it as we go, so I know I'm giving the right measurements. So this will fold down to, there are two ways you can kind of do it. You can fold it down so it's a 6 by 6, because I've added these extra bits, but you'll see if it goes, if you haven't got those bits, that would be your 6 by 6 size. But because I've got those middle pieces, but I'm going to change them slightly, when you fold it that way, it'd be a 6 by 8. So it is going to vary, and you can add and take away, and the widths are all 4.5. It's the heights that you can change and have whatever you want. So it's entirely up to you how, you know, everybody's is going to kind of look a bit different. Yeah, we'll just, like I said, I'm going to do something similar to that one again. So you want to first of all cut yourself a piece of 4.5 by 6. It's the very back panel. And how is everybody? So I'm going to do one at a time just so I know where I am and I'm not cutting anything wrong. This will be the same measurement. So if you just write this down, it's the same scoring on all of the different pieces, but it will always be along the 4.5 size. Okay, so 4.5 by 6, along the 4.5, you're going to score at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Always love the card samples from Gemma. Craftworld.com, you should find your downloads. Have a little look around, because a lot of people haven't really, like, scroll right down to the bottom, let all the drop downs come down, and you'll see downloads on there, because I did see this morning that there's all the downloads are on there. Okay, a bit fluffy that one. Alright, so that was a piece of 4.5 by 6, scored at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and now we'll glue that one together, and then, like I said, I know I'm giving you all the right ones, and I can lay this out as I'm putting it together. So you want to add your glue just down that 1/2 inch tab, and again, once you put one together, all the others will go together the same way. Okay. I don't know, Sharon, I'm literally as I'm live, just, you know, there's nothing I can do. I'm just reading what's from the magazine, so if they're not up, then maybe drop a message. I'm sure they're on there though, they wouldn't put them in if they're not. And there's your first one, okay? I'm going to ignore all the ones about the downloads just so I can keep up with the normal chat. Like I said, they will be there somewhere, and if not, they will turn up. It's only been in my house, my hands, literally a few hours. So, hey Maria, I'm doing I don't know what to call this one actually. What should I call it? It's Kay's birthday on Friday, everyone. It's Kay in chat. Hi Kay, if you're here. Hey Tez, soggy afternoon. DIY Dream Weddings, hello. Loving the green. Always lovely card samples from, yeah, she does do some lovely ones, doesn't she? What else? I was going to say something else then. Lost my train of thought. Right, then you want 2 pieces of, so I've dropped down by 1 inch. You could drop down by ½ an inch if you wanted to. You could drop down by 1.5. Like I said, you don't have to have as many tiers as I've got. So there's this back one that we just created there. You'll then want 2 pieces that are 5 by 4.5, then 2 pieces of 4 by 5.5, 2 pieces of 3 by 4.5. Okay, so like I said, yeah, as long as you've got the amounts that I've got, the heights of them can vary. Jane, you found them. Reminds me, City Skyscraper. Yeah, again, you could have them all different, because you could add, when this is all, when you square it all off and bring it all out a bit more, you could have another square there. You could add, you could stick all and fill all of this space as well. So you could have it all dropping down. Again, just all different heights. Yeah, it could be a really cool skyline, definitely. My niece is 18 on Friday too. It just doesn't seem possible. Time flies, doesn't it? Right, so what did I say these were? 5 by 4.5. Can I do it that way? No, I'm going to get one. I use this for some other sizes. So 5 by 4.5. You'll use a couple of sheets of paper, but as they get smaller, you'll be able to use these bits for your scraps. So, or those smaller pieces. Sorry, use the scraps. 5 by 4.5. Again, you're always scoring along that 4.5 side. Okay. Hey Simone. Hey Rosina. Oh, there's Kay. Hiya. Lynn. Hello. You were probably all at the start. I've missed a load of you. So again, along the 4.5 side, you're going to score at 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if you want to edge these, I would die cut your edge die now on the edge. You know, it might be, you could have these, could be clouds, you know, cloud shapes. You could have all the hot air balloons from the last issue could all be coming up through the clouds and stuff, because you could, again, this is my template one, so you kept that flat. You could, let's cut some of them some different shapes just to give you some ideas. So this one you could cut like a circle. Again, you probably do this before you sit it down, but now you get a different shape at the back, a semicircle. You could cut them, use these scissors. You could go on the sides, you could cut across like that. So it gives you a different shape again on the side. You could cut the front, so if I put them together that way and go up that way, you could have a V shape that way or that way. You could do all different, you could cut into these. There's just too many different ways to make it. It's starting to look like a rocket. Yes, that once you start kind of, you know, changing parts to it, it just yeah, starts to turn into something else. So hopefully it's just giving you some ideas anyway. So again, we'll stick these two, do it as we go, because this bit doesn't take very long at all. And you could then obviously cover them with the pattern papers that you can download, or you could add, you know, mats and layers with anything else. I'm thinking of it because Christmas cards are obviously always coming into mind. How this could make a cool organ. could be like an organ. You could have Christmas music or like sheet music. That would be quite nice. It definitely looks like the tubes, the organ tubes. It could also be candles. These could all be candles. You could do a wick and then just a big happy birthday sentiment in the middle. Taj Mahal, sandcastle, palace. Loads of ideas. There you go. It's always good when you can make something that can be loads of other things as well, because I think that's what we like as card makers. We want to be able to, yeah, just not have something that, you know, just only ever will do that one thing. But it's nice knowing that if you just snip into things different ways, it will change it. Another one, yeah, hey Aurora. So again, add your glue. Always add new glue to that 1/2 inch tab. Just fold that one down, fold that one over. And yes, follow her. Yeah. I'm going to have too many ideas for that one now. I've got too many card styles. I don't know what one to pick. Hey Benita, how are you? I've had a big sort out. I was a bit quiet, although I was still obviously working and stuff, but I've cleared out a ton of stuff, donated it to the charity shops, and yeah, I've just really, I've got rid of like all my old watercolour paints, all my glitter's gone. Haven't used glitter for so long, although a lot of it was biodegradable glitter. I just don't use it in my card making, so all that's gone. I've freed up probably a whole Alex drawer, just literally donating. I've got rid of all my resin, soap making. I just don't do it, and I feel better knowing it's not there. It was like a pressure knowing these things are there, never being used. So I have, yeah, just done a big cull, and it feels great. And I've got more room again because I want to get a chair in here, so I've freed up a corner in my craft room for a nice chair. Hello everybody. Bagpuss mouse organ. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Kay. I can picture that. The green is beautiful. Thank you. It's the what did I say it was? Idyllic green. It's one of the old craft stash ones. Hello from greetings from a rainy morning in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you for joining. It's raining here in the UK. Well, it is down south anyway where I am. That's what I've been doing through the whole house. Flat got about 5 bags to the trash shop. Yeah, I just rather it's gone. I'm doing the same. It's great. Yeah, it is. I know what I love, and I love my stamps. I love my pens. I love my paper. I love my paper pads. My stamps and you know what I mean. That is me, and I don't think that's going to change because it's been me for a long, long time. I know I do my bag, my 3D makes, but even with that, I don't need all of the glitters and the paints. I just don't do any of it. I think when I was, yeah, shopping in charity shops a lot, I was buying all that stuff. I just don't need it. And it's nice to get it gone and let someone else enjoy it. So, plus I've got lots of, I want to display more things, you know, the cards I make and stuff like that. So it's good to see it gone. Sam, I was telling Simone this morning I am printing a book nook of Hogwarts hallway on my print. Oh, your 3D printer. Gosh, how long's that taken to print? It's a separate job, always clearing out. Yeah, they say organising and crafting are 2 different things. Now with the joins, I would recommend that you have the join facing you so you don't see it when you're looking in. So this was just my quick mock-up, but can you see the joins here? You see them on all of them. But if you turn it, although you have that raw edge, I don't think you notice that so much. It's up to you, but if you have it that way, you are going to always see it. So I'm going to turn mine so they're all facing me. But then when you look at it this way, so visually as it's being displayed, I think it looks much nicer. So now we can stick those together like so. Again, I'm just going to run my glue all down the back. So you go into the left and the right hand side. What you can do is fold that flat and that flat, and just make sure it all sits next to the folder and it's all nice and straight on the bottom, because you don't want it rocking. Okay, and put a little bit, and then again, so we could just do it this way, fold it all flat, as long as you know what side you're sticking down. So, yep, same when I started crafting, I kept buying things for all different projects, and then no, I think that's what it was for me. A lot of this stuff I've had since I was in China. I just don't need it anymore. And yeah, like I said, I could probably get rid of 2 of the Alex drawers, in all fairness. But I think once I've sorted out a little bit more, and then yeah, again, I just want more space. I want this to be an enjoyable room. I don't want it to be a cluttered room. I want it to be somewhere I can come and my work is displayed nicely, and I just, you know, yeah, it's going to have messy parts at times, but I just prefer it this way. Sorry I'm late, no real excuses, just forgot. That's all right. Don't worry, Claire. Karen, yeah, it's just horrible. She was fitting really, yeah, oh, I must have missed. Is it always there? Could we do with the muckers afternoon? We lost our beloved fur baby Ella, oh, a few weeks ago. Oh, Karen, I'm sorry. Yeah, hopefully we can take your mind off things for a little bit, but no, I'm sending you a big crafty hug. Well, not even a crafty hug, just sending you a nice hug. Virtual hugs to Karen, because that's not nice. Hey Deborah, what we're making? We're making, I don't know what to call it. We're making this, but I'm turning it into it's going to be like gnome land, because I'm using the new stamps from the latest issue of Creative Stamping magazine. Right, so you should have that. Next, you want to cut yourself 2 pieces of 4 by 4.5. I'm just doing it step by step. Oh, you're welcome. So 4. And then again, along the 4.5 side, you're going to score 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, fold and stick them together, same as the others. Morning, I donate to my local Mencat as they have a recycling craft store, so it helps feel less guilty. Yeah, all of mine goes to the Dogs and Cats Rescue Centre charity shop. So the last big lot that I done, they said it made over £400 for them, which is just lovely to know that I've contributed to the rescue centre, which is just up the road. It's the one I've said before that I used to dog walk for. I used to take out. I used to love doing that. And yeah, it was before MTS started, so I was more free with my time. I was a bit unsure really with what I was going to be doing, like career wise, and I did it for a while. I reckon I probably did it for about a year. And it was so nice because you'd go up and they would tell you, it would say who's already had a walk today, and it would say if they need more than one walk as well. So I'd always look for the ones that hadn't been out yet. And you know, you get the old boys in there, you know, and it was just like a slow stroll really. But I used to love it, and I remember sometimes there'd be like puppies there, and we used to go. It's funny because I walked them in the woodlands that me and my mum got lost in, because that's opposite the rescue centre. So who knew, you know, what would that have been, 3 or 4 years after I would be lost in those woods anyway. Yeah, I love giving to, it's always the ones right by me. There's it's the Woodside Animal charity shop, and there's one up the Ridgeway and there's one down in Colebrook Village, and they always, but there's a lot of crafters in Plimpton. I said it before, all of my charity shops have got loads of craft supplies in them. So yeah, there's clearly a lot of crafters around here. I took a load of old sheets and blankets, the dog shelter. If I wasn't allergic, I'd have them come home with me. Oh, I know. Well, I've said before, my my backup job. So if this does all end, you know, I am going to either do foster care for dogs, so I'll be the in-between, help rehabilitate, ready for them to then go off to their new home. Because I've been told, but I have a lot of patience. I could, you know, sit and, yeah, I just know I'd be really good at that. Or I would do like a daycare, doggy daycare. Now the garden's on its way to being done, and I'll probably specialise in smaller dogs as well, because I want Monty to feel, you know, happy. But that's what I do. I'm already set up with all the self-employment. So yeah, it would be quite a nice little transition. I'd get obviously all the correct licensing and all that kind of stuff, but I think I'd just fall into that really well. I just absolutely love dogs. I love all animals, but I do love dogs. I'm hoping so. Again, I forgot what your name is, Pink RD1. I loved walking dogs. For Borrow My Doggy. I've seen there's I don't know what it's called around here, but there is because someone put it in one of our local Facebook groups and said, oh, if you go on such and such, there are people that are registered. There's a lot of older people who've got their companions, but they can't walk them, you know, themselves, so, or not as far as they would like, and you can go and walk the dogs for them, which I think is really sweet. In fact, the people opposite me, they've got a dog walker. My poor Millie dog has been treated for an infected toe for months, so vet decided the toe and claw should be, oh bless her, oh Ali, oh poor little mite. I feel like you're breaking up with me talking. Don't worry, I'm not breaking up. Anyway, and I would still craft. I would just be like you guys, you know. I'd still be a crafter. That's never going to go. That's my passion. It's my hobby. But, you know, we've had a big shake-up, haven't we, with craft stash and things. And I'm just very fortunate that Made to Surprise does very well. And you guys follow me and like what I do. So, but I'm always very grounded in the sense that, you know, you've always got to have a plan B. You've got to have a backup plan. Sadly, jobs just aren't, you know, set in stone anymore, are they? You never know what's going to happen from one day to the next, so it's good to have a backup. Yeah, there are. See, I'm lucky. My garden is completely contained. You can't get in it or out, so it's really secure for dogs. One of the reasons I got it for Monty. So I'd like to think that one I would probably tick all the boxes quite well. But yeah, no, I'm under no illusion that it's just an easy thing to do. And I don't want it to be easy, because I think anything like that, we shouldn't have it easy. It should be, we should have proper, you know, regulated. I know a lot of our industries aren't, so people get away with doing all sorts. But, you know, I believe that we should have dog licenses. I think they should come back. I think, you know, dog owners should have a license. I think it would be a deterrent. You'd still get some, and you'll still get some that will just do it illegally anyway, but I don't know. Anyway, let's stick with card making. I know, yeah, everything changes, doesn't it? So who is crafting along with me today? Let me know. And if you are, what's your theme? What's your ideas for your card? Let me know. I am starting to upload some old videos which I've taken from the Craft Stash YouTube channel. There were some really good videos that I put there, and obviously, without being disrespectful to Craft Stash, but they didn't always get the eyes over on that YouTube channel, so I'm starting to upload them and put them up over here. So yeah, some more inspiration. Some of you might have seen them, and if you have, you might be reminded. But yeah, hopefully they'll be helpful for some. So now we've got something like this. So I have done similar to this before. Then you want to cut yourself 2 pieces of 3 by 4.5. You might be able to start using some of your scrap pieces. I'm getting arthritis on my face, so I hope it doesn't stop me crafting. Oh yeah, it's not a nice thing, that, is it? It's just down to a lot of, you just got to keep it moving as much as possible. I know it's obviously going to be painful, but it's keeping them, yeah, keeping it all moving, isn't it? Which is easier said than done. So again, same scoring, just along that 4.5. You're going to score at 1, 2, 3, and 4. This morning's one was great, never seen it before. Oh, the aperture, yeah, no, it's cute, that one. Looks like the Dubai with the cuts, cool architecture. Looks like Dubai, oh, the skyline, Carol, yeah. We'll be crafting later, need to make graduation cards and friend sisters cards too. Oh, nice. Could be closed platform. Closed platform. Close. I'm not getting it. Jeanette. Me and you like to watch and take notes. I'm crafting some accounts. Oh, I get you. Yes, I do too. Regards the license. Yeah, 100% agree to dog license. Yeah, I think so. Still have to have. Really? Avril, curiosity. How much is it? And does it? And the other question is, does it work? Or have you still got a lot of illegal breeding, illegal puppy farms, illegal, just, yeah, is it a bad thing? Because it's pretty, I'd say it's pretty bad over here, to be fair. I mean, our shelters are bursting. Does anybody follow a lady? She's a dog foster mum, and she's currently rehabilitating a beautiful little dog called Tiki. Has anybody seen her? Oh my goodness. To hang clothes on each pillar. Like, oh, got you. Okay. Yeah. I haven't crafted for about 4 or 5 weeks. Lost the mojo since gardening. At least you're doing something else, though. I don't think that's a bad thing. You're absorbed in gardening. Gardening's creative. Gardening's lovely. It's good for your mental health. So I'd say just carry on for the minute. You know, you're doing something which is, you know, which is a good thing. Anything I think that you can just lose yourself in is a good thing. Doesn't always have to be, you know, your card making. Any kind of creative outlet I think is good to have. I'd like to do jigsaws every now and then. I have it under my sofa, so it's just easy to slide under there, and it's a little cottage theme. And but because I've been doing loads of gardening and now I've got all those tiles to clean, I've got too many creative outlets right now, so I'm just trying to make sure I kind of tick them all off and get them done before I move on to another one now. But yeah, if you lose your crafty mojo with your paper crafts, then maybe pick up a different thing. Do a bit of baking for a while, gardening, jigsaws, anything. Yeah, I do. Good jigsaw, good movie on. I like it. Yeah, I think a lot of people did, Jeanette, didn't they? These are just little glue pins. These ones were from my advent. Yeah, lots of us liking jigsaws. Anyway, that was one awful bit of news. The other is my Sizzix switch imploded while using the new launch. So that, do you know? Did you post that in my group, Ali? Or was that another person I've read about their switch doing funny things? I'm sure I've seen someone else say that about their switch. I'm not implying that there's obviously issues, but just seeing someone else say it. So now this is where you could change it if you wanted to. So you could stick these two here, but you could pop them here, and then the 3 by no, this is 3. The 2 by 4.5 could just go in the middle, and then when that folds flat, that's your 6 by 6, which I'm thinking I might do. So I think that's going to be a nice size. I'd rather do 6 by 6 than go 6 by 8, I think. So it still gives you, I'm going to, before I stick them down, I'm just going to place them there and cut the next one. So you either want 1 or 2 pieces of 2 by 4.5. I'm just going to cut the one for a minute. Again, score the same. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, always along your long, well, it will be your long side when you're using the small bits, but it's always along that 4.5 side. Yeah, someone else said last week. Interesting. Like I said, they've sold thousands and thousands, so you know, when you hear someone saying it and then someone else, you think, oh my god, they're all like it. They won't be. It's a very successful machine. It's just interesting that I've seen a couple of people mention it. So now we pop those there, put this one together. This is where you can start to change it. Depends on the size really, because you could make this really long, you know, make a bigger envelope and stuff. And then that one would go in. And then you could even slot another one down in there. You could do a, what would that be, 3? You could do a 3.5. No, that's the 3. You could do a 4.5 by 4.5, and that could go in the middle. So there's just, that's where it looks like the pen pot. And then what you can also do is you can add one, we could add smaller, actually, we're going to do that. I say we, because it's what I'm going to do, and then if anyone follows me, I'm going to do my 1 by 4.5 ones. I'm going to stick them on the front so they're like pop-outs, and then we can have the little gnomes actually set forward on those two, which I think look nice. So I think I'm going to keep mine like this, so it folds down to 6 by 6. But if you stick these here, then these two would go here, and then your 1 by, which you can see here. Okay, and that would fold down to a 6 by 8. So hopefully, does that make sense? So it looks a bit, I think it's a bit more wobbly like this. I think you're better off having it more as a diamond shape rather than square. You see how they're all more like a diamond, whereas this way I think it sits better as a square. So it's up to you really, just what overall kind of finish you want. That looks more like a skyline, like the Emerald City, all those things we were saying at the start. So, but I'm going to go with, yeah, I'm going to go with that way, I think, and do the little extra platforms on the front. So again, just pick which side you're going to stick down and then add your glue to the back. I just want to get stamping those images, those little cute gnomes. If you lie it all flat, I think that's easier to stick it down. So, and when it comes up, because we're joining it all, it will come, you know, into that square shape quite easily. Make sure, she says, folds it flat, make sure you're sticking it to the right piece. Okay. But I have, like I said, I've already got one similar on the channel. I'm going to have to find it, and I'll share it as well. This one will pull everything together because we're going to join it all. So you're going to add your glue to both sides. So that one and this one. So keep it in a diamond shape. It's the two back ones that face away from you. If you lay it all flat, just get that centre fold. So just run that right through the centre of the card. Chris, Sam, I wish I had your imagination. I get so frustrated wondering what to do sometimes. Oh, just cut card up and just fold it, and just, like I said, I just had this in my head. I just had this idea. I've said before, I just look at things around the house sometimes in shapes and styles and just think, could that work as a card, or how could you create that shape in a card? I waste a lot of card, but I do recycle. So now, see, even look, just changing the shape, like that looks really nice. Just like so. So the recipient, when that's down in the envelope, when they take it out, it already kind of pops up, like they're going to know, and it stands. So don't worry if you think, oh no, they might not pull it right out. I think that looks quite fun as it is anyway, but most of my cards are thank you cards, so most of them go to other crafters. You could fold it that way as well, if you wanted to, and maybe decorate and do something different this side. And then, you know, you get a hole, you could double that up and have it, you know, joined that way. So you have these as your sides. So if you imagine, and then to connect it, it would be easy. You just cut another one of this shape, two, so you do 4 of that size, so you connect them all in the middle. But you'd have a card like that, you know, big envelope. But just throwing out just loads of ideas. It's going to be a good one to easily adapt for different size cards as well. If you want to do 5x7 and things like that, that would work as well. So, but we're going to stick with just the little 6x6 today. Okay. Star Wars thing from the top. Yes, I can see that vision as well. Yeah. What was that on there? Hi Sam and all the muckers from Brisbane, Australia. Hey Vicky. I've done that one. It looks done that one. Yes, Avril, it does. Birthday card for Simone. What do you think, Benita? What do you mean? Oh gosh. It's like the Emerald City. That's what I said, Jeanette, earlier. I think you must have just joined. We said that at the start. I said I think it could look like you could have them, the 4 of them, all with their backs turned. There's that nice picture, isn't there, with the Emerald City, and then all the characters at the bottom. I think that would look really cute. Right, we are now going to do some stamping and colouring using the Cute Gnomes from issue 148 from Creative Stamping Magazine. So let's grab and just get some cardstock. Nice easy images to colour. I'm going to stick with a simple palette of colour as well, and then go from there. I'm going to use my alcohol markers as well. Where's my, I had to sort out, but where's my stamping platform? It's not there. Just got to find a new home for all my peanut stuff. It's not very, oh hang on a minute, I think I put it into here. No. That's a good start, Sam. Oh, there it is. Oh. Right. Have you spoken? Yes, we're texting today, but we're going to actually chat tomorrow. Yeah, no, she's good. We text and, you know, chat regularly. I know she's been obviously getting on with everything there, so yeah, she's all good there. 2 together would be amazing. Yes, that would be a showstopper for sure. Hey Julia. I found my platform right in front of me, hiding in place. The worst thing, isn't it, when it's literally there in front of you? Right, these ones you add your face to, so we'll stamp them first. Those ones. I've got to have lots of toadstools, so we'll stamp that one quite a lot. I want the little ice cream and the lolly, nice lolly. I love the gnome dog. I think that's brilliant. And the bunting could work because that could go across. Could definitely work the bunting. Put that one up the top. Get these all on here. 1, 2, 3. I'll stamp all the toadstools on a separate piece because I know I want a few of those and I can move the cardstock. I'm going to have to fussy cut these because they don't have dies. What else we got here? The little fire. Might have that, I'm not sure yet. We've got the pumpkin, we've got the pineapple. Beach ball. I won't get this all on. That's the face, we'll stamp those separate. What's that up there? Can't see all oh, flower. Oh yeah, let's do a couple of flowers. That one. Oh, the watermelon's cute because I've just realised what they've done. So they've put their hands. There's little hands either side of the watermelon, so when you put it over any of them, it's like they're holding it. That's quite sweet. Let's put that one down there. Right, let's stamp those. And I think with these, because the idea is I'm going to have these kind of just like all along there and do quite a few because they're not hard to colour in. Probably give it a little rub over. Nice Sam, everyone. Hey Christine. She's been with us for 3 weeks. Ah, but it's quiet now in your household. Today's obviously not my day. Broken trimmer, just opened the cupboard and the bead tub fell out. Oh no. Oh, there's nothing worse. It's terrible. Anything where there's like lots of bits. Yeah, drop that. Especially if you just like tidy stuff up or you're just finishing and then that happens and you're just like, what? Right, let's see what these are like. I have to do it a couple of times because there's quite a lot on here. Let's do it once more. I might do a little bit of inking on the green just from the bottom, just a little bit darker. So there are papers to download which have scenes built for you, but if you've got a lot of my paper pads, my Made to Surprise scene ones, there's loads of cute scenes that would work. See, look, there's his little hand there, so you just put that next to him. It's like he's put his hand through the middle of the little... Oh, I realised what it is. It's like a pineapple ring, isn't it? Beach, like, yeah, beach ring. I think that's everything. Let's stamp his face so he can, yeah, even with the cups, they've got their little hands. Look, those little dots are their those little circles are their hands. So we'll do that one. And then the face, you'll have to snip the stamp because they put the two faces together. One is a moustache and the nose, and one is just the nose. I think we're doing a moustache on him. And then the nose and the mouth on her. So they've all got faces, she's got a face. Yes, it's those two that you can change. Get rid of this. They're cute. Cool, right, ready to colour. Oh, hang on, toadstools. Hey Kelly. Is this stamp set from the yeah, so it's issue, you must have you just joined, Vicky? I'm sure I've shown it. Or is it a new one? Stamp set from the mag, or is it it's a new both. I don't know what they were asking. It's brand new. Issue 148, Creative Stamping Magazine. They are cute, aren't they? I'm going to just stamp these all down the side. Do want quite a few of them. So I can't tag it because it's not available online yet. So you'd have to go to your local store, Sainsbury's, Tesco, Morrison's, Waitrose. They all stock them. This way. What's that for? I do 9, like an odd number, and I've got plenty. I want the toadstools to be the thing that really hits you, because I think the red goes really nice against the, oh, how do I do that? Against the green. Hey Maureen, I'm doing a multi-pillar, I don't know what to call it. What do I call this? Has anyone said? And I've just missed it. The card's been made, it's just off camera there. You'll see it in a bit when I decorate it. Right, toadstools ready to colour. Like I said, we have a nice sentiment. I might use one in there, but I might use one of my big word ones. We'll see. So I'm going to have the little, we'll add those little ones later on. Yeah, this is for anybody just joining. This is what I've made. So it folds down to 6 by 6, and then when it comes up, you've got these just, yeah, I don't know, what are we calling it? Making a gnomedom, yeah, like a kingdom, but it's a gnomedom. Gnomedom. That's a really weird word to say, Avril. Right, let me get my glass mat, and I'll just bring you down a bit closer because I know you like to see the colouring close up. Right, so we'll do all the toadstools first, just so I can get used to the colours, and I can use that to, that one's running out. Got any other dark? There's another dark red there. Oh, that one's a bit better. We'll go with this one for now. Multi-pillar. I've got a multi-pillar already. Thing is though, most things I've done. In fact, that's not going to work. Let's use, I want reds obviously, but I'm going to use these 3 because those brush nibs I've just pretty much gone. I'm going to use my little red trio. that I like using here. Yeah, 1, 2 and 4. Number 4 first. It just lets me get right in to the detail better. In fact, I think I use the creative stamping markers to colour these in, because the brush pen, the nibs, they're not very crisp anymore, so I might need to go over the edge a lot. Just lay all this colour down first, and then I'll go in and blend them all in a bit. Try not to get my hand in the way too much. This actually would work really well as well with my hands. You know, the hands from the summer village pub die set? All the hands on a different pillar, all the heights of them. Can you imagine? You could have the big cheers there and then all the hands just all staggered. I think that would look really cool. There's been some great cards with that set already that people have been sharing. So thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. Multi-pillar, multi-folding cube card. See, I guess it's a cube when you look down, but they're more tubes, aren't they, than a cube? Because to me a cube is like a square, isn't it? What about multi-tube? Multi-tube. I haven't done a multi-tube. Sounds like multitude. Multi-tube card. What about multi-tube? Yeah, kind of like that. Multi-tube card. I think that kind of flows quite well, actually. A multi-tubey pop-up thingy. My mum came round yesterday because I had to get the slabs in because they got delivered, so my parents popped over. And she came up here and she raided a load of the stuff that I was taking to the charity shop. She went, oh, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that. And she's like looking around. She's like, oh, what you got there? What's that? She hasn't been in my craft room for a while. We need to do a crafting with Mum, really. Obviously, I know can't do them with Nan, so maybe we should get Mum back in again. Get her on the craft room, making some cards. And these stamps look lovely just with, you know, simple colouring. Like you could just keep them as they are. They look lovely. You don't need to do all the blending. The stamps are so sweet on their own anyway. So when you see all the blending, don't be like, oh, but my colouring isn't these stamps. You don't need to do all that. A stack of cube, multitude of cubes. It's funny though, when you have a huge catalogue of card folds, yeah, the names start to all mush into one and you start to think, I'm sure I've done that. Have I done that one before? Next colour. I don't think it's really in the shops. It's only just landed now. It's brand new, so I'd just give it a week or so and it'll be everywhere again. I don't think it's actually fully distributed because subscribers get it usually before anywhere else. So I only got mine today. So I'll just, yeah, try again next week. And it's not even gone available online yet. We haven't officially sold it because it goes, like I said, it goes to subscribers first. So it will be available online on Craft World soon. They always are. Maybe I should only start using these once they're available online. Maybe I'll wait a week from getting it before I show it and use it. And that way people can get it if they can't get to the shops. They know it's available. Yeah, one of the perks of being a sub is that you get it before, you know, it's sent out to, you know, mass distribution. So these are quite scratchy markers as well, so if you're not a fan of chalk on a chalkboard or fingers on a chalkboard and cotton wool and these kind of sounds, you might want to turn me down. Mine came Monday. Will Craft World be selling card, etc.? I don't know. There's lots. It's only just started, so just keep your eyes peeled. I don't know everything that goes on, so sometimes there's going to be things that pop up that I didn't even know about, so it's best to just make sure you're subscribed to the emails, and yeah, that way you'll get all the updates. Blending those two together. And then darker colour, like I say, just keep those two if you wanted to, you don't have to add the other one. I'm just going to do a little line of that deeper red just along the bottom. And then again, just go in and just blend those two together. You can always leave the line as well. I'll keep up the chat. I used to work for a company that distributed magazines years ago. It's still a pretty big industry in the UK. I mean, when you look on your, you know, even in my local co-op, there's just heaps of magazines, absolutely tons. Not just in, you know, papercraft, just in general. And then I think there was two colours that I've used before. Is it light muted brown? Yeah, I think that one. Yeah, that's your mushroom colour. It's the lightest one from the muted brown blend. It's a really good colour for your mushroom base. Thank you, Wendy. I couldn't find a copy of the last one you did. We'll have to get them on to look into. That's why we always offer them online though, Maria. So you might have to, you know, find it easier to order it online when it goes, you know, on sale. If you struggle to get the magazines in your local stores. And then I might just do a tiny darker just around the centre there. And the colours always go a bit lighter once the alcohol evaporates. Yeah. Going a little bit darker again. Yeah, that blends all nice actually. All three of them together work quite well. And then I'll just leave the spots. You could put a little bit of grey into them if you want, but I think I'm just going to leave them. I think they look really cool against that green. Those are going to look really cool. Right. Now, let's have a little look at some inspo in the mags. So if you struggle with where to kind of first, you know, start to colour, I think I want to stick with the reds and blues. Red, greens and blues I think I'm going to do. See if any of them have been coloured like that. Lots of pinks. What's Gemma done? Yeah, see she's got the blues. That looks nice. Those all look good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the nice bright. Let's do what blue we've got here. That's a good blue. Lay all the blue colours down first. Greeny. Yeah, they are easy to fussy cut, those ones, aren't they? That's a good blue. Right, for that blue, and then I need a bit darker to just shade. Those that emoji, they're like the ones from Super Mario. That's not bad. I need a mid. I need something in between. Is that the same? Sky. That's phthalo blue. They look the same. Is that a little bit darker? They look the same. Maybe those three then. Definitely that one. Right, we'll do this one first. Let's do. So I'm just going to go and colour all the areas that I want to be blue. I'm going to keep the colour palette pretty simple. I'm not going to introduce too many colours. That can be blue. What else we can do? The beach ball. Could be blue and white stripe. Oh, I hate that. Look, they haven't got an extra. I'm going to draw. That'll bug me. I'm going to draw an extra one there. And then I can add the blue in between. There we go. Because that'll bug me. Right, blue, blue, and then let's do you could have blue shoes. I wonder if I can just use these two, the dark and the light, and I'll just blend them. a bit more, but I think I can get away with that. Yeah, that would have bugged me. It'd just be the way the designer done it. They probably just didn't, they're drawing, they're not thinking about colouring it in, so yeah, probably just didn't think about it. But it's a quick fix, just like I did. It's easy to change. They're sweet, aren't they? It's all the little details. Not until you start colouring them that you start to see it all more as well. This would look good in my stand and display. All the little gnomes. Very cute. Alright. Let's do the where's my skin tone? Right on there. I'll do the dog separate. Those are their hands. What colour should we do the dog? It's funny because when people are watching this back and I've asked a question, I get an alert. I need to turn them off actually, but I get alerts saying so and so's commented. It'd just be a random like blue. And I'm like, they must be watching a replay or something. I used to find them creepy, maybe because you can't. Yeah, to be fair, I've never really been a massive fan of gnomes and gonks and stuff, but lots of you guys really liked them and kept making me, bring them out. So I had to. That's why I did the little gnomes in the display ones. Just notice there's little hearts on here, so she can have red hearts. White dog, he looks a bit like my website. What? He's a cute brown dog. I'm thinking brown because I need to bring some brown in for like some of the shoes, the logs on the fire. So I'm not going to bring in loads and loads of colour. Just going to, I think I'll bring in some yellow. And then I'll bring in the grey just to kind of like for the beard and stuff. Plus her hair there, that can be brown. Let's do the earth brown. No, she can have blonde. Let's do these first. And obviously orange for the flames with a bit of the red. Burnt orange. And I'll go in with this dark red right down in the bottom. Okay, and then we need a good green. I think this one's run out. Yeah, let's go with, what's that one there? That's the vivid green. That'll complement the cardstock quite well. That one's running out. I've got a brand new set of these. Let me get, I haven't got them out before. I got them when everything was being reduced. There we go. So what I should do is throw that vivid one away, and then I've got a nice fresh one. Who's going to hold what? There's so many different things for them to hold. The vivid blends really nicely with the deep green. And then we need yellow for the pineapple. Do that one with the, I think it was the golden yellow blends nice. Oh, bye Karen. Breaks over. Just focus the darker colour on the inside of the ring. Blend that back out. You could probably go in with a dark yellow, just a little bit. Just dot that right. Hug it really close to that inside. It will just help pull out. Those are the colours. There we go. So I'll use a grey. Just a little, just in the corners. And if you get your blender, which is your colourless one, and then you can just dilute that down. Unless you've got a really light grey, but there's not a really light one in here, but that works really well because I like this way of using it on the white card or on the white areas. You're basically just like saturating it, and it just gives it, you know, a little bit of shade. There we go. So again with her, if I keep that all white, you just added a bit of the grey down here in the corners. And then just go over it with that colourless one. Just helps the white pop even more. Right, we need some more of this yellow in places now, so let's do, she can have yellow locks. Oh, I used the wrong one. I missed the yellow. That's okay, I'll just use these two. That is supposed to be a bag of flour. Oh my word. What is the purpose of the bag of flour and the pick of the ugly baby? Ugly flour? What are you on about? ugly, ugly baby. This is a fair dog, and it's not ugly, Ali, right? And the flower. Oh dear, I hate it when they rev their engines. Replying to oh sorry, I didn't even see Wendy's comment. My daughter said she had to bring a flower baby home from school and look. Oh, I'm so bad. I should have looked back at the comments. I thought it would be something cute like a gnome, but it's a bag of flour with a. I thought you would have meant this. Yeah, totally missed that. So I'll just carry on colouring. Yeah, I'll just keep out of the comments because I that's the thing, I miss the bits that you're chatting about because I can't read every message. Oh dear. I'll just do what I'm good at. I'll just carry on colouring, alright? You lot chat amongst yourselves. Oh dear. I was thinking, how can you say that that's an ugly baby? It's a fur baby. And then I'm thinking, what looks like flour? Where's the bag of flour? Oh dear. Guys, it's going to take me ages to do all this. Should have thought this out a bit more. What time? Oh, it's alright. I've got about another hour. You've got to cut them and stick them down. Yeah. Oh dear, honestly. Oh, maybe they've just caught that guy that was just going super fast. Okay. Right, they're done. Let's do, he looks like he needs a grey, white grey kind of beard, so go around the edges here. We have some brown shoes. Hi, Stel Sam. Okay, I've been told. No more chatting, or at least scroll back. I think that's the problem when I've not looked up for a while. I just go with the last few comments. Right, where's that brown? Let's do this one. Oh, he's got flip-flops. Is that the one someone was mentioning about, the little flip-flops? Just realised. Oh gosh. Tiniest little flip-flops. Easily missed. You could just colour that all in if you wanted to be fair. I'll just do the mid. I mean, do gnomes have toes? They look like two little stumps. Right. Bring in another colour. He could have a brown beard. Let's do, there's a light tan blend. Yeah, tan blend. Let's do that. Or might you? No, that should be okay. Because by the time I add in the other colour. They're cute, aren't they, Tracy? Nice to colour. I have to watch you colouring, Sam. Can I just ask, where does everyone get their range of distress ink refills from now that crafts it? Well, I haven't needed any yet, but I mean, I would go to what other good stores have we got now online? God, good to know. Good question. I'd rather go to a craft shop, like try and support a smaller store. But if you're struggling, then Amazon, I'd say. I mean, there is a shop down the road from me that still has some actually, so, although I don't know if they're refills. It might just be the actual pads. Are their prices good? I thought someone said that was quite expensive for the re-inkers. They're Spanish, aren't they? Craftilia. I think we'll do green polka dots on him. And then I've brought in the green then as well. And then I'll have a bit of all these colours in the bunting. I've never thought to look on eBay for some reason. I just think of eBay for selling second-hand clothes and bits. I don't think about it for anything else really. So maybe I should. And then let's bring in pink. Right, what colour did we say? We'd do the dog brown. Where's that brown? This one. Actually, I'll go a bit darker just on the pads. Okay, a little bit. Oh really? I'll have a little look then. I've got my eBay account. I'll just look things to look on there. I might do a little bit of a competitive shop actually. I've updated a load of links on my YouTube, so all the new videos going out, you will have new links to favourite things kind of thing. But I'll have a little look on eBay. Yeah, Fraggle Rock, do you remember that? I won't sing it because you might get cut off otherwise. They get a bit funny with copyright and stuff. Not that my singing is good, but I'm making a dark brown nose. What colour should we do his hat? Or hers? Here's all hers. That's cute though, I like that. She can have shoes. But I think they're sandals, they're flip-flops. What we got? Green. We've got blue there, blue. Should we do some? We've got loads of red. Should we do a little green stripey for him? Just trying to keep it so that, like I said, I don't want to bring in too many other colours. Oh, I went straight into the deep green. Oh, never mind. What you can do is go in with your lighter and just in the middle, and it might bleach it and just kind of lift it. You might see that in a minute in the middle. and then you could just blend your sides again. I mean, it's tiny, it's such a small part, I'm not too worried. But you can see, yeah, see it brought back that kind of lighter middle part again. You probably can't really see it, but I'll just make it out. And your colourless blend is really good if you go over the edges as well. It definitely dilutes it enough. Right. Let's do these dresses. Oh, pink. That was it. I was going to bring in some pinks. Let's do Vivid with, I think it was those two, wasn't it, I used to use together? Yeah. So Vivid with the fluorescent, which is a little bit darker. Yeah, they blend nice together. So let's do a pink dress. And do a pink flower. I know it's like a sunflower, but we'll do this as a pink flower. What colour is her dress going to be? And her hair as well. So I don't bring in other colours. Now I'm needing, I need a brown. Oh, we'll do a brown grey for the hair. Okay, maybe she could have a little there. Just doing all, filling in all the gaps. Make sure I don't miss anything. Purples, yeah, do purples. Only need, yeah, maybe we bring in purple then. So we've got blue, green, yellow, red, purple, like the rainbow colours, I guess. Let's do, how's the lavender looking? Lavender's a nice one. And then let's do, oh, I should have done the pale, so I need darker. Is that the dark lavender? Yeah. They are cute. I do like these. Let's do. No. I might do the same colour for a hat as well, match it. That's my chair, it's not me. Every now and then it really does sound like I'm breaking wind, so just need to make sure I mention that during every live, so that any strangers that stumble upon my videos know it's my broken bar stool and not me. Especially if you've got headphones in, that picks up everything. So these toadstools are mixed in with this. I think it's going to look very, very whimsical. I'm going to have to find some new markers because tri-blends don't seem to be restocking. And once these run out, which won't be long, not with the amount of colouring I do, so I'm going to have to be on the hunt. Maybe I could see if I could try a few and get a good sponsor or something. Anybody listening out there? You got any nice markers you'd like me to test for you? $139 watching and only, what is it, 42 thumbs up. See, I can't see that when I'm live, so thank you. Appreciate it. Nearly done. We've already got that colour flower. Let's do another yellow golden. See, I thought about Copics, they're so expensive. I don't know, for me and like promoting stuff, I always like to think, I like things that are, you know, a bit more pocket friendly. You know, these were like 11 quid most of the time, and they're great markers for what I want, for just colouring cards. I think if I was a proper illustrator, and I don't know, maybe I would, but I love Copics and I think they are fantastic markers, but I just can't justify them for myself, not with my level of colouring. I just wish Spectrum Noir just would do those, yeah, same ones. I need like a cone. It's not a bad colour. Chocolate flake. And then what colour should we have our ice lolly? Yellow. Let's do that yellow again. Worth a try. No, they're like proper colourists. I'm not at those levels at all. Might see if Ohuhu have any kind of affiliate program or any kind of, because a lot of people rate those, so I might be able to do something with those. So I've said before, wouldn't mind trying them. They could be a good one to try. Oh, as Julie just said, I've tried many markers and always go back to Ohuhu. Yeah, like I said, a few people have said about them, but because I've always had these, I've just not had a need for them. But as these slowly, you know, whittle down, I'm going to need a new one. So let's do a blue. Have a blue drink, like a blue lagoon, like a cocktail. Should be coloured there as well, won't it? side. And then the bunting. So if I just do one with each colour, let's start with the blues, just because I had those. I'll do blue. Blues, and then let's do the yellow. I'm just going to colour the whole thing in so they stand out. I keep using the wrong one. And then pink. Purple. Green. And then back to the beginning again. I'm not going to do every single colour, they're the main bright ones. I'm going to stick with those. So light blue. Bucket blue again. Right, I think the only thing I missed, I can always do it once I've cut it out, but I think I've got the main part of them. Ooh, now I'm going to cut it all out. Let me just bring you out a little bit. There we go. Right. Oh, right, I'll do the toadstools first. Oh, they do. Oh, I have to check them out, Kate. I might drop them a message or join up to it, whatever it is. And yeah, give them a go. Because if so many of you like them already, then I'm bound to like them. I'm going to try and whiz through this. I'll try and keep up with some of the chat, but sorry if I miss anything. If there's any questions in particular, I'm sure someone else will answer them. Cute. Oh, thank you, Maria. It always helps if you've got nice images to colour in as well. And some images I've already done a lot of shading and stuff for you, so really you could just add one colour, but with the way that they've been, you know, drawn, they show all like the kind of shading and stuff for you. So I think when you've got a very large plain image to colour, they can be a bit daunting because there's a lot of space. You get like those nice seam stamps and it's all got lots of shading stuff. They're actually really quick and easy to colour. Talk to the frugal crafter. She gets, yeah, but she does that. That's her platform is reviews, so that'll be why. I doubt they've just given to me for free, and I don't like getting stuff for free because you feel biased and almost. And I know everyone always says, "Oh no," but basically, I don't want to bash a company if something's shit. Sorry for swearing, but because if someone sent you something for free and they're like review it and you genuinely don't like it, so you've got to kind of say, "Sorry, I don't like it." Don't do the video, which I would rather not do. I'd rather not publicly put something out there and say, "Actually, I don't recommend this." So I'd rather buy it myself and have an affiliate to it instead and say, "Look, I do really like these. Please use my link and I'll get a commission." You know, if you then buy it. It's when you get stuff. It's different with this, like the Creative Stamping magazine, because I don't know. It's hard to explain. I genuinely love them. I love stamping. So it's it's a bit different. And obviously when I was working with Creative Craft products, you know, I was the promoter for those. And like the licensed products and stuff, I've done it because I know I like them all. But yeah, it's like all these like market sellers now on TikTok shop and stuff. They're just getting sent stuff left, right and centre and just saying, like a cheese grater or a chopper, get this, it's amazing. And then you get it and it falls apart within 2 minutes. And they're just plugging it because they just want to, because they've been told they have to, kind of thing, you know. So quite it's a weird world now. Everybody seems to be some kind of, you know, online seller in some way. I'd rather find something I genuinely love and then I just feel comfortable always using it and promoting it. Like the Arteza markers, I loved those. I wonder if Arteza are still going actually, because I did like them. I used so much of their product. They were brilliant to work with as well in the early days. They used to send so much stuff to me, but they never asked me to promote it. They just would, I got to pick, and then whatever I liked, then, you know, I got to do the, you know, obviously they said then please share. And that was all part of an affiliate program. And I always think companies that have got affiliate programs, it's usually a good sign as well, because you know that they're proud of their product. I think if someone's not got an affiliate program and they're just sending you free product, it's a little bit more, I don't know, not all the time. It doesn't go, you know, it's not for everyone, but I've just got 72 Spectrum Noir markers off eBay for £39. Not tried them. I think Spectrum Noir are just such a good brand anyway. They're really established in terms of their markers and colouring and stuff, you know. Did you just time me, Jeanette? Right, how long am I going to take to do the rest? These are all a little bit more fiddly now. I feel pressured. Jeanette's timing me. Not only does she take screenshots of everything I do, now she's timing me. So that was less than a minute then, wasn't it, per toadstool? God, that's not good. That's not bad going. I could do like one of those. I could do like a fussy cutting competition. You know when you go like to like chess, you see like those people that do chess and then they have to hit the little buzzer when they're finished. I could do fussy cutting. I could be a fussy cutting champion. What's your superpower? I can fussy cut 9 toadstools in 6 minutes. With all the adjudicators who sat around watching over you as you cut everything out. Because the weather's not great, and I'm going to drive and pick Monty up tonight because he won't walk when it's all wet. Because he's a diva, so I don't know if I go over even longer today. Plus I'm enjoying this anyway. My tongue hanging out. Concentration. No problem, Pippa. Take care. Scissors up there ready. Yeah. Speed cutting, yeah. No speed dating in these parts, Carol. Really speed cutting. Cut all the other little bits in a minute because I need to know who's going to hold what, because I might not actually fit it all on. So rather than wasting my time cutting all the little bits as well, get these ones because these are the main characters. But all those other bits I'll cut once I've stuck all the toadstools and everything down, because they will go down first, and then I'll build up everything in front of it, in front of them. And I'll add like the dimensional gloss and any other little bits of detail later. I'll do a fun little reel. Some of my reels get like stupid amount of views from Facebook, because when I share on Instagram it shares it automatically across to Facebook, so it creates a Facebook reel. And some of the last like two lots of peanuts ones have received like nearly 40,000 views, and then I had some like last week or something and they're like on 100 and something views. So yeah, reels and stories are great for getting your content out there. I was a bit surprised actually. And it's automatically all shared from Instagram, so it's no extra work for me either. So if anybody's got an Instagram and a Facebook and you make things, link them up and share. You get a lot of views. I've seen the eating challenges on YouTube. Eat a breakfast mint. Oh god, they make me feel sick, some of them, when they're just like stuffing it in their mouth. It's like that. What was it, Man vs Food, wasn't it, back in the day? I used to love watching that programme. Go to all the different, but now you get a lot of them, yeah, they just go to these different places and they're just like almost being sick. It's not nice. You could turn these into little Christmas characters. I mean, he could be Jesus, really. He could be like a little Jesus gnome or bonk. You know, you could have Mary and Joseph. You know, I was going to say baby Jesus, but so I'm not laughing. I don't want anyone who's religious. I'm not. Well, I'm a Christian anyway, but I'm not mocking it by any means. I'm just trying to think of some more creative ways to use them. You could have a baby Jesus fur baby. Fergus. It's cute though. Yeah, actually, he's got the colours for Plymouth Argyle. I've got any football fans? yeah, I get paid for the views and I get paid for the ads. So, but I've I'm very fortunate that a lot of my old videos just tick along very nicely. So yeah, people watch, you know, a lot of my old viral videos and stuff, they still pay, which is great, which is why I always say never forget about your old content. Share it, make sure it's got links attached to it, mention it. You know, if I do other tutorials, you'll hear me in all my YouTube videos say, you know, find a playlist here and I made this version in this, and just always talk about your old content. Utilize it where you can, really. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate anybody who watches my stuff. It's how I'm able to keep giving it to you for free. All I ask is that if you buy anything and you've, you know, been influenced by me, please use my links, and that's it. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it puts a little bit more money into my account, and like I said, it's how I'm able to do everything I do for free for you guys, because other people are paying me. Get a little bit in there. Okay. Right, so we'll do all those bits in a minute. Mum, a gnome in the nativity. I think it's got a place. I have to put one of your playlists on and doze off so it plays for an hour. Oh, thanks, Maria. I know a few people have said that they find my voice quite soothing, which I still find quite strange, but anyway. Right, let's get this decorated. So we want to have lots of toadstools, sorry. So these can fit all within, as long as it's within the shape. You want this to be able to fold. I don't want them all looking symmetrical. I'm going to make sure it doesn't interfere when I'll stick them down when it's actually upright, but and then so down the bottom, I'm going to do the little pop out pieces as well. Oh yeah, I've got plenty. That's okay. Got more than enough there. And then the bunting. I think the bunting's probably going to work in that middle section. I'll try and somehow. Right, I'm going to try and do it so you guys can see, but I need to keep it this way so I know where I'm sticking everything. So I'm just going to make 2 more. So you're going to want to cut yourself. These are your final smallest pieces. So these are, get rid of that glass mat. These are 2 pieces of 1 by 4.5. And again, score at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, thanks, Rach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so these ones will pop out. That's going to fold. Yeah, so it can fold in. These ones you're just going to have to manually kind of pull out, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this is my gnomedom, my kingdom, but it's a gnomedom. It doesn't sound right to say it though, it sounds weird to say. It's a mound, grassy mound of gnomes. The Emerald City, as I said at the start, can be a skyscraper, skyline. Someone said it looks like Star Wars. It looks like the organ tubes. God, there's been loads. We've cut it all different bits. This was my prototype, so you can make it even bigger if you want. When it folds flat, that's a 6x8 size, but I've done 6x6 today. But you can cut into these at the top, stagger them. So much you can do. Make sure the drawing again is facing me. If we have those like that, and they're going to fold completely flat, but I can have, again, little toadstools. And you can tier these, even you could have one there and then another one, so they come down. As long as you can fold it all down into that 6x6. If it gets too bulky, then use my 6x6 box envelopes, and that will, you know, obviously it's going to be thicker to post, but if you're hand delivering, then I think, you know, it doesn't matter then. Or if you don't mind paying a bit extra in post. And yeah, I mean, again, get a few people commenting saying this won't go through the mail. In the UK, ours is different to, I think, commonly maybe the US system. Yours go through like a roller or something, I think. So it gets, you know, measured that way. We don't. Ours just go on weighing scales and then that's it. So we can have things as heavy and thick as we want, really. You just then up to you what you pay. But for a standard large letter, which a lot of my cards would come under because of the dimension, it's £1.50. Is that first or second? And then obviously it goes up. I think £3 is probably the highest you pay for a card in the UK. So, but like I've always said, I make big cards. That's what I do. And a lot of mine get hand delivered to family and friends, or I pay the extra postage. So it's your prerogative, really. So if you don't want all the dimension, then don't use it. My sound keeps crackling. It'd be your end though, because it's your speakers. So I don't know. You can have it hand cancelled here instead. What's that mean? What's hand cancelled mean? I love hearing about different, you know, ways things work in different countries. Right, let's have our little friends. See, they look nice, like one a little bit high. It's hard to try and, I keep it that way because I need it dimensional so I can see. And I don't want to keep getting my, I need to rest it against, I'm going to rest it. Ah, there we go. Is that going to work? There we go. Right. So like she could be up on one there, toadstool, and then another one. Have one girl down there with a toadstool. Let's do those ones. Oh, there's a few of you getting crackling. Oh, I don't know. Has it only just started? I haven't touched anything. See what's coming out of my phone. Oh, apologies, guys. Like I said, don't know. I don't know. Do that one. Just a little bit of glue. Make sure you're not going over the edge. Otherwise it's going to stick when you fold it flat. Just started, I have no idea then why it's doing that. I haven't done anything. This is just a little blip in the, you know, my connection. A little dog would be cute. Up there. Let's do her up there. It's been crackling since I started. Has that been the case for everyone? If it must be a YouTube thing, because I can't see how I get any crackling through my phone. It's got to be a YouTube issue. I don't work with speakers and sound control and all that kind of stuff, so it must be the output. whatever's going on. And then do those two. Well, that's no good. I talk all the time. I hope it's not like it on the playback. I have to do it. There's a thing on YouTube you can look at, and it'll tell you any current issues with YouTube. So, a bit like if you've got like any kind of power cuts and stuff, you can go on. There's a website, isn't there, that you can go on, and it'll tell you if there's any outages in your local area and stuff like that. Not going to work. Might put a little bit on the front of that one. We've got the fire. Mind you though, they're going to hold, like eat a watermelon and then have a campfire. I don't think we need the campfire because they've got ice creams and stuff, so I think we'll get rid of the campfire and we'll stick with, we could have the dog, the little dog could be on the front, he could be up there, maybe we'll do that one with another toadstool. I've got to have room for my sentiment as well. You could add mats and layers and everything to this, but I don't want to take too much away from the shape of this card because it's a really cool, interesting shape. So I'm kind of keeping it plain. But I'm going to add. Oh, this is doing my head in. I'm going to do a toadstool on that side. Or do I do the pop-up? Pop-ups are easy to do. You can just cut these by hand. I do like 1/2 inch, and then you want to do, choose how thick you want your middle bit to be. It's got to go behind your little critter, and then you'll do 1/2 of that. I'll fold it and then I'll show you what you do, but I've done these so many times, like so. And then that would stick behind. Basically, you want to create a little spring like that. So you'd stick your character, so for me the little dog, you go on the front, and then you'd stick those wings, go either side of this part here. So that will pop out and be flat, but it will all go flat in the card. So I'm going to stick the dog down first and then stick it on the card, because then I can make sure I get him close to the bottom. So just make sure it kind of blends in behind, or it's the same kind of colours. So if it's a little bit bigger, it kind of all blends in. Okay, like so. And then just take a little glue there, and if you flatten this all down, and just make sure it goes over the fold. So now he pops out. See? And then I think we'll get a sentiment and then build the rest of the toadstools up around. Oh, thank you, Carol. Yes, because the old videos are fun to watch. Yeah, so then we'll build up the rest of these and then the bunting, but I think, like I said, I need to get that sentiment. I might snip the bunting so I can have two kind of bits. Now, what sentiment shall we go for? Black and white, so it pops nice. You know me so well. Have a wild day. Holy shiitake. I do love that one. Should we do that one? But then what? Holy shiitake, you're how old? There's nobody like you. So the nobody like you is a good one, because this is bound to be more of a thank you card and just because kind of card. What do you reckon? Oh, they got little sunglasses. Oh, missed those. So cute. Because I can put it on another one of those little pop-ups. Nobody like you. Happy birthday. I love it. I just love there's no shame in our group. It's like, just say it. Brilliant. Oh dear, you guys, you're just so silly. They have no eyes though. No, but it's like you just stick them on the top of their nose. That's where they're to hang off the top of the nose. They do have eyes amongst the hair. Keep trying, Kay. Right, let's stamp this one. This is going to be too long a live otherwise. I mean, I know I could go over, but I can't be doing 3-hour lives every Wednesday. Where did I put my stamping platform? Did I put it under? No. Oh, it's under that pile I took from the top. Oops. Right. Always under a pile of papers, isn't it, Benita? I'm going to scrap. Right. It's pretty big. My big words would look good right through the middle as well. Black and white, if you're just doing it quite monochrome, that line, not, you know, with just the one colour kind of background. Yeah, right in the middle, and then the toadstools all look around. So again, I'm going to do another one of those little, just choose how much you want to stick behind whatever it is, like so, and then just fold halfway. Again, just rough. Suppose you're getting your scoreboard out. As long as it always looks something like that, then you know it's going to work. Sam should take notice of Hawkeyes Morrison. They're brilliant, you know. Sam, Hawkeyes, what are you on about? Hawkeyes? Hawkeye. I'm so bad. I'm just terrible at reading. What was the last one? Elvis? Elvis something? Hawkeye Morrison. Oh gosh, you lot. You guys. Just laughing at that last one. Oh, I've just realised what I've done. It's going to go, this one's going to have to go right at the top because it's not a, you need a mountain, not a valley. So we'll pop this one up here, which is fine because I can have all of the gnomes, the toadstools, sorry. Actually, that fits in there perfectly. I know, there you go. Oh, I like that. Right, so now we'll build up the rest of these. And then I'll feed that bunting in somewhere. Somewhere, she says. One in there, yeah. Well, there's always a way, isn't there? There's always a way to solving something. Got to have every toadstool in here though. Maybe double up. There and there, because I've got to get that bunting in. Yeah, that looks nice. Plus we've got all the little bits, the ice creams and stuff. We've got to have those yet. What's everyone got for dinner tonight? What are we all eating for dinner? No, I love it. I love it, Kathy. I love doing all my DIY. I think I'm going to snip this in half and try and cover behind, maybe down there. Let's hold fire with that for a minute. Right, right, who's going to hold the pineapple? Quite a big pineapple ring for a little gnome. I mean, these are gonks, aren't they, actually? They're not gnomes, because gnomes do have faces. It's the gonks that don't. So these are actually, technically, these are gonks. Because all your garden gnomes and everything, they all have a face. I'm sure gonks don't have faces. No, I feel like I need to cut the middle out because that solid white is going to annoy me. Oh, good, Tracy. Enjoy yourself. You're bothering me otherwise. So see, you have it just on the edge there, and this little hand is like he's holding it. How cute. In fact, that's the thing where it's going to have to go with him. So he's off to the pool. It's going to overhang a little bit, but it should still go in the envelope because they do give you a little bit of extra space. So he's there off to the pool. Who's going to eat? Who's going to eat the watermelon? The bulb and the flower, they can just be added in wherever. Who's going to eat the watermelon? I'll put it that way again so you can see. see how it's all looking. They do look good though. I love the way with the hands, it just works so well. I think he needs to have the watermelon. Oh, no problem, Sarah. Take care. I love it. That's so cute. Right. The dog should have the ball behind him because he needs something. So we'll put the little ball behind the dog. These are the long hairy type of gnomes, Sam. Can't see now. Feel the hair. Yeah, loving that. So I want to get that bunting going across there somewhere. Who's going to have the ice cream? Or ice cream? Maybe she has the ice cream. Or should she have the purple to match her purple outfit and her purple ice cream? Oh, thank you for coming in, Bryant 4VR. Enjoy the dentist. Yeah, I'm going to definitely add some dimensional gloss and probably some like little water droplets around as well, just to give it that little whimsical little look. She should have a matte. No, we'll give her the yellow one. Yellow lolly. And then she can have the purple to match a purple hat and dress. Could have definitely added more gnomes really. I could have stamped and duplicated a few of them. Right, so we haven't got anyone. Oh, he could have, actually no, he can have he's living his best life. He's going to have his Blue Lagoon cocktail. He's got his pineapple shaped cool ring. He's coordinated his outfit to his drink. He's ready. He's poolside ready. Right, let's get these last little bits and then I'm done. The colouring took ages for this, so the card itself is very quick and easy to make. Throw that flower up there. Oh, poop. Quick, 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 quick. And then we'll do the little yellow flowers on that side. I've used quite a lot from the stamp set. You've got the main big toadstool and the big caravan, so we'll definitely do another card using this. Because it would be nice to add in all the other elements as well. And I've got to get my, now I've got more room, I can get my printer. So I'm going to get one of those Eco Tank ones, and then I can get all the papers printed off as well, so you can see them all, because all of the magazines are doing the downloadable papers. Maybe that side actually. Maybe I stick it so that it sticks out. So if I do it on each side, so if you do, hang on a minute, let me get on that one, just those two, plastic, you don't really see it. This one will go flat, and then that one, it looks like it's joining in the middle. I didn't see it when I stuck it all down again. To get that to fit in. Yeah, that'll work. Bear with me one moment. Kind of works. You can see all the colours, but it's, no, I think it does work actually. Yeah, no, I like that. As long as it all, which it does, folds down. Well, actually they need to go in that way, like that, and then when it pops out, yeah, just have to manoeuvre those ones, but the whole thing, I think it's very sweet. It's a fun card base for you to build up anything on top. What a happy little card though. There you go. There is my gnomedom, gnome land. What she said, it would look fantastic on its own little shelf in my craft room, just saying. Ah, do you like it though? And then yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, use my dimensional gloss. I'm going to cover every toadstool, but I'd have to do it bit by bit so that it can stay like this side. It'll need to stay like this until they dry, and then I'll turn it and do the other side. I'll just show you a couple. Toadstools need to shine. Like I said, a few little water droplets as well. I think when you do any of these kind of whimsical cards, they look nice, or you could just add a few more drops of this, Nouveau drops as well. That one, and then this one. So yeah, there'll be a few more other bits added to it. And I'll put a little video up tomorrow. I'll just hold that up so you can see. Hopefully you can see the shine. There we go. But yeah, there it is, closer up as well. Isn't it cool? Oh, thank you. No gnome to go to. Come to me, my love. We have time for a sneak peek. Jeez, you guys. What have I shared so far? I should keep that straight. What have I? I've got 2 other collections here. I need to. Okay. So I've shared. I know I did. Thank you, Benita. Because that's the one I'm holding. So I've done that one. What other one have I shared a sneak peek of? I think I did the show-stopping Christmas ephemera, didn't I? I'm sure I've shown that one. So let's do this one. Okay. Are we ready? Coming in from this corner here. Okay, that's it. I can't wait for this one. It's so cute. Ooh. It's like the aliens from Toy Story. Ooh. Yeah, Christmas in June, guys. Sorry. I did say the other week, please don't come at me. So yeah, a few weeks, just under 3 weeks time. But it's new showstoppers. So we've got 2 new showstopper dies, and I cannot wait for them. They're going to be so cool. So me and Gemma are already starting on those. So you'll have lots of inspo. We all love a showstopper, so it should be a good launch. I'm looking forward to that one. Right, it's been 2 hours 40 minutes, but we did do a lot of colouring. So and we've done that lovely card as well. And again, it just shows how real these things, you know, take to make. You'd see it all done from scratch with me. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thank you for keeping me company this afternoon. I'll be back again on Friday at 9 AM. And yeah, I'll share all of this and all the detail. Again, what I think will do going forward, like I said, is I'll wait till the magazine's available online. At least then people have got the option to shop online or in store locally if they have them. So but if I do this again next week using the caravan and we do another fun card, then it should be available in stores for those that can only online, for those that only order online. Yeah, hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you on Friday. Take care. Bye.